it's Milana Mil and welcome to another video. In this video I'm drawing a, portrait sort of butt shot of my character Anemone. She's now redesigned and renamed, and she's a character from my old comic that I'm now rewriting. I think I've mentioned that before a few times. But in this video I actually have another topic that I want to talk about, and that is how to, stay positive and how to not to treat your quote-unquote fan base or people who follow you. And this is gonna be a sort of personal story, more of, and it's something I don't want to talk about because it's something I'm ashamed to talk about, but I have to talk about. So here it goes. Back when I was 15, and this is the year that I really, this is the age that I really started getting into DeviantArt. I had a friend who was really popular at the time, and I was also really depressed at the time. Now, I've always been the bullied kid, always the one who's never fit in, and this has never honestly changed in my life. Every fucking school I've been to, every field that I've studied in, which is one anyway, it's been a rough time for me. But back in the time I used to be really depressed and I had a low self-esteem, and I believed that the only way that I could gain self-esteem or gain some sort of value as myself was if people would validate me. I believed that instead of giving myself value, it was other people's job to give me value. And I really had a bad self-esteem. I'm not saying that, I had a bad self-esteem. No, I literally had no self-esteem. I remember looking at the trash at the corner of the street, and I thought to myself, literally, I'm worse than this. I don't even have a value of this trash that's living in the corner of the street. Living in the corner, it must have a nice house. But anyway, I was in really bad spot. And honestly, when people basically tell you to kill yourself in your face year after year, you kind of start to believe it. Don't worry, it's in the past. But anyway, I started demanding for validation, and let's just say I had this popular friend and I wasn't exactly treated very nicely by them. They probably didn't mean it, but they said some really mean things that I really took to the heart. One of the fans literally told me that, "Oh, are you a friend of this person?" I'm just like, "Yeah. Isn't she amazing? You and I, we're totally trash compared to her." And I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, you may be trash, but I don't see myself that way. So you can imagine when someone basically probably unintentionally insulted me, and I had people literally sending me private messages saying they would commit suicide if I did not introduce them to my friend. And I told my friend to block them on the spot. I never blamed her for the way her fans act, but it did hurt, a lot. I'm not gonna deny that. And yeah, I started making a lot of whiny posts about why don't people care about me, and ways no one likes my work and I'm so bad and yada yada yada, and it kind of sounded like I was blaming the people. I didn't explicitly say that, but it really felt that way, especially for me afterwards, that I was kind of letting out my anger about myself to other people and blaming them for everything I didn't have. And that's just not really right attitude to go with. It's no one else's job to give you validation but yourself. And I started losing a lot of followers, and no surprise, to be honest, because when you're constantly oh, no one cares about me, and why don't people watch me, and why don't they like me, I've worked so hard so many years, and no one still no one treats me like my friend, everyone treats me like trash. I really wanted people to kind of look at me as if I was the next Jesus Christ, on earth, because I felt like then I could prove not just to myself but other people that yes, I had value, because all my life I was told I did not have any value. Well, you know, then I started losing more and more people, and eventually I was forced to change my outlook. I was forced to look like, why am I losing all the people? Why is no one caring about me? And eventually I got over that. Like, you know, you have to, because it's no one else's job, and you know, people don't like the sort of negativity that's, you know, that you bring with you. They don't want to be blamed, they don't want to feel responsible for your feelings, and they shouldn't. No one should be responsible for you having low self-esteem. It's not their job to fix. And you know, I guess the reason why I want to talk about it is because I don't want anyone to repeat the same mistake I did. I don't want anyone to like feel that if they're depressed it's others' job to validate you. It's not, and it's not gonna even help you. Like, you can make yourself believe that if only people liked you then you would feel better, but you can feel better even if you don't have thousands of followers and if people don't frown over you. I mean, I got over it, and like, you know, even I sometimes feel like, wouldn't it be nice if I had like more followers, or if I could, like, wouldn't it be nice if I could make money out of my art and I could actually support myself? Because, you know, I'm not very at a nice financial situation, I'm gonna be honest about that. But, you know, even though I feel like it would be nice, I would never think about like blaming the people who like my content for not showing me with money and be like, oh, you know, you guys should give me money because, you know, I'm struggling and feeling I'm having financial stress, so, you know, you guys are responsible for me being poor. No, it's no one else's job. Like, no one else's job is to finance me just because I feel self-entitled to it. And I didn't even feel entitled to it, even though it would be nice, but you get my point. And another thing I want to mention, I wanted to be professional and support myself since I was 15, okay? I'm 22 years old right now, and I moved to YouTube and I'm still new to it, and I never had like a huge following in DeviantArt, which is the site that I used to be in. And now I'm at YouTube and I'm pretty small channel still. So, you know, the point is, I wanted to be professional artist and support myself since I'm 15, and now I'm 22. It's been so many years and I'm nowhere near where I like to be, because don't get me wrong, I still want to be a professional. I actually want to make money by doing art because I love it. Art is something that I love the most. It's my love and it's my soul. You know, without it, there's nothing. But that would still not mean that, you know, because I've worked hard so many years and, you know, because there's people getting where I want to be faster. I mean, there must be something they do wrong. I mean, they do right and I do wrong, or, you know, everyone does things at their own pace. I feel like I'm eventually gonna make it. If I'm not gonna make it, then, well, that sucks. But, you know, I have not lost hope. I believe that I have, you know, that if I work hard, eventually I will be able to sustain myself by doing art. But the point is, I've been trying for many years. I have found my own validation. I know I'm worthy to myself. I don't need anyone else to give it to me. And I don't want anyone else to do the mistake that, you know, just because you don't have to progress as fast as you like to be, just because you're not getting validated by other people, that you cannot be happy. You're always gonna have stressful times. I'm forever probably gonna stress over my financial situation, but as long as I just hold on, I believe that things are gonna get better, you know? And I just hope you take this as a lesson, as do not do my mistakes and validate yourself. Don't think that just because people tell you that you are trash, that you are not. You are not that trash in the street of the corner living in the really nice house. You are beautiful and worthy if you just give that worth to yourself. Anyway, that's for this time, and I hope you like this video. Bye bye!